Meantime, anytime, IPA.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I have got a can of Meantime, Anytime IPA. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about Meantime. Meantime are based in Greenwich in London, and they've got a bit of a checkered history. Now, they're quite widely available, their beers, and they do say that they're craft beer pioneers. They still say it on the can. However, they were bought out by SAB Miller a while back. I can't remember, a few years ago. Then they were taken over by AB InBev. Then they were sold to Asahi, who own, a lot of brewers. They own Fuller's. So the notion that they're still craft brewers, it doesn't sit right with me. Not in the true sense. Not if you're being, you're having your strings pulled by a bigger corporation. Anyway, as I've always said, good beer is good beer. Doesn't matter who brews it. This, as I say, is their Anytime IPA. They call it a session IPA, yet it's a 4.7. Now, for me, a session beer should be very drinkable and reasonably weak, so if you're drinking a lot of it, you don't start falling all over the place. Maybe they've got another idea about what a session beer is. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but that's my idea of it anyway. Again, it says we are pioneers of modern craft beer. We're passionate about what we do, and we are not prepared to compromise. That's why we brew quality, flavour packed, sessionable beers that everyone can enjoy. Right, I have to say, I've tried two of their beers. I've tried their pale ale and the lager, and I wasn't really impressed. I'm hoping this is going to be different. They say this has got Mosaic, Equinox, Cascade and Sentinel hops, and that sounds like a good combination. It's tropical refreshment from the heart of London. Right, well, let's see if that claim is true, and let's open it up. There is the can. Pretty standard Meantime fare. There is the back, just ingredients, nothing major. And here is the blurb that they give. If you want to pause that and read it all, that's what's on the side. As I say, it's 4.7, 330ml can. Let's open it. Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought this was going to go everywhere. This is what happens. I'll bring them home from work in my bag, and where they're getting bounced around and all that, they tend to shoot up. Let's have a smell, see what's going on. Again, very similar to what Meantime I've done on their other stuff. There's no real aromas coming from these. It's very faint, and it's more malt than anything. More malt and very slight tropical fruit. And well, let's get it in the glass. It could be different in the glass. Right, that's very lively, if you can see that. It's got a 2-finger head on it. It's pretty clear. I can more or less see through that. It's not cloudy at all. What we're getting on the nose. It's faint malt, very faint hops. Not a great deal. That doesn't bode well, but let's hopefully be proved wrong. That's just boring. There's faint hops on the back end, but I mean, to call it an IPA, it's maybe I'm missing the point. It's just nondescript. There's malt, cardboardy malt. There's a strange smell coming from it now. It's like lemon citrus and cardboard. It's almost like it's a lager. And it's not good. Do you know what? This is the third beer from Meantime that I've had that I've just thought, why are they bothering? You see this everywhere and it's expensive, it's not cheap. And I think, why? Why are they bothering? Do you know what? Meantime were found out that they were contracting out some of their stuff, their supposed craft beer, being brewed in the Netherlands by Grolsch to meet with demand. Now, to me, that just goes against everything a craft brewer should be doing. Contracting out to a macro brewer their beer. I mean, you can't call it craft beer. And this, it's not good. There's nothing that would want to make me drink that again. There's no aftertaste. It's like a lager. It's like a cheap macro brewed lager. That's what, to me, that's what it tastes like. Now, I don't know about you, but I've got this from Marks and Spencer's. This is being sold alongside the McKellar stuff, and they also have the Beavertown stuff. Two excellent craft brewers. And then you get this, masquerading as a craft brewed beer, which it's not. It certainly doesn't taste it, and I'm not impressed. That's going down the sink. That's getting a 1 out of 10. And that's me done with Meantime now. 3 beers, and they've all been, at best, mediocre. This is poor. It doesn't taste nice. And to call yourself an IPA as well. No. There's nothing tropical about that at all. No. No. You're getting a 1 out of 10. That doesn't smell good at all. No. 1 out of 10. Not recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.